They say that when the moon is high and the river runs silent, a sorrowful cry drifts through the night, echoes of a mother's grief, forever searching. This is the legend of La Llorona. In a small, sun-drenched village, nestled among rolling hills, Maria was known for her radiant beauty and gentle kindness. She greeted everyone with a warm smile, always ready to lend a helping hand or share a kind word with her neighbors. One day, she met a charming rancher whose laughter was as bright as her own. Their love blossomed quickly, and soon their wedding became the talk of the entire village, a celebration filled with music, dancing, and heartfelt blessings from friends and family. Together, they built a humble home that overflowed with laughter and warmth, especially after the joyful arrival of their 2 children, who brought even more happiness into their lives. Maria cherished her family deeply, filling their days with sweet songs and enchanting stories by candlelight, creating memories her children would treasure forever. The father, proud and loving, would return from the fields with small handmade gifts or treats, his eyes shining with pride as he watched his children's faces light up. He would lift his children high into the air, spinning them around as their laughter echoed across the fields at sunset, filling the evening with pure joy. Every evening, the family gathered by the fireplace, sharing tales, singing songs, and playing music together, their hearts warmed by the simple pleasures of togetherness. Maria often looked around at her family, her heart overflowing with gratitude for the love and happiness that filled their humble home. She could not imagine a world without this love, without her family whole and happy, their lives woven tightly together by affection and trust. Their happiness seemed unbreakable, a simple song of joy that echoed through their days and nights, binding them together in a world of love. But shadows crept in. The husband grew distant, his trips away from home longer and more often. The warmth faded, replaced by silence and uncertainty. Maria tried to reach him, but he turned away, leaving her and the children confused and lonely. One day, he left and never returned. The village whispered, feeling sorry for Maria because she was left alone. She protected her children from cruel words, but the pain was constant. Nights were filled with questions and memories, but no answers. The love that once filled their home was now a source of sadness. Maria's world, once bright, faded to grey. She was left alone, her perfect life shattered. Desperate and exhausted, Maria searched endlessly for her husband, wandering through lonely roads and empty villages, her heart heavy with worry and longing. She travelled from town to town, clutching her few belongings, her hope fading a little more with every unanswered question and every unfamiliar face she passed. One day, a stranger finally told her the truth. Her husband had abandoned her, found a new life, and married another woman, leaving Maria behind without a word. The news shattered Maria, her love twisted into unbearable pain and burning fury, her dreams for the future crumbling in an instant. Grief consumed her every thought, and in the emptiness left behind, a seed of revenge began to grow deep within her heart. She returned home a changed woman, her eyes hollow, her spirit broken. The warmth she once had now replaced by a chilling emptiness. When she looked at her children, she no longer saw joy or hope, only painful reminders of the betrayal that had destroyed her family. In her deep sadness, Maria convinced herself that taking her children away would be the only way to punish the man who had left her so cruelly. Her mind, clouded by overwhelming sorrow and anger, could no longer tell the difference between love and revenge, between right and wrong. The gentle mother she once was had vanished, replaced by a woman lost to despair. Darkness overtook her heart, leaving her forever changed. One quiet evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Maria gently led her children to the river, telling them it was a special walk, a moment just for them. The air was heavy with anticipation, and the world seemed to hold its breath. The river, once a place of laughter and childhood memories, now mirrored Maria's inner turmoil and sorrow, its surface reflecting the storm inside her heart. In a haze of pain and confusion, Maria stepped into the cold water, her children by her side, and in that moment, she let go of everything she once held dear. Their cries, once so full of life, vanished into the rushing current as the river swept them away, erasing all traces of their presence. Suddenly, as if waking from a nightmare, Maria's mind cleared. She realized with a jolt of terror the horror of what she had done. Overcome with panic, Maria screamed, plunging back into the river, her hands desperately searching the dark water for any sign of her children. But the river was silent and empty. They were gone, lost forever to the cold, unforgiving water. She ran along the riverbank, calling their names into the darkness, her voice echoing with anguish, her grief now an endless, unbearable ache. The night offered no comfort, only the cold silence and the crushing weight of her guilt, pressing down on her soul. Maria's love, once pure and fierce, was now poisoned by regret, and that regret became her endless torment, haunting her by the river's edge. Maria never stopped searching the riverbanks, her mind lost to grief. Days later, villagers found her lifeless by the water's edge. Even in death, her sorrow chained her spirit to the earth. On dark nights, her mournful cry echoes, "Oh, my children," as she wanders, forever searching. If you enjoyed this haunting legend, subscribe for more captivating stories and join our community of legend enthusiasts. Don't miss out on our unique content.